Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about possible benefits for people who are displaced because of the worldwide quarantines in 2020. Hopefully, we'll be able to look back on this video at a later date and be happy that it was for a shorter time than was expected. However, there is a certain amount of anguish and angst and some worry among people in different types of businesses that is spreading as the rules and shutdowns are expanding. I want to give a little bit of information for you to anyone who is a worker who is working for someone else and is displaced. I'm launching a companion video on my other channel, The Big Brass, for the business owners with specific information for them to check. So check here if you're a worker and check over there if you're the business owner. Most businesses have insurance. They have general liability insurance. They might have directors and officers insurance. They might have errors and omissions insurance. They're required to have workers' compensation insurance. And then depending upon how the workplace is structured, there may be union rules that are in place. And of course, if it is part of a state or federal or province government, there are those types of benefits in place. So there's a variety of things that might apply depending upon your situation. The broadest category are people who cannot go to work because the business has been closed. Whether or not the business was closed voluntarily or was forced to, either because there was infection there or there was some order that was entered by a governing body or by the government or the military, there may be business interruption insurance coverage available. There's direct business interruption insurance and there's contingent. And included in those types of policies is usually wages. The period of time on how the business can be paid through the insurance depends upon the policy. It covers the event and the time period when the business is not operating, and then it goes for a little period of time until it's restored. So it is possible that you might be receiving notification from your employer that they are invoking that coverage and they will have additional sums available to cover wages. So don't panic, that might be available. For healthcare workers, workers' compensation insurance may apply for any who come down sick as a result of the workplace or as a result of a condition in the workplace, if they were infected doing their work. Or if you are a home health worker and you have to travel to someone's home and you are infected there, there may be coverage for, again, the workers' compensation policy. If your employer is still operating, but there are some problems with some of its key players, there may be insurance coverage to fill the gap there as well, and I'll cover that on the business side. Sometimes separate and sometimes within the general liability coverage, there are other sections of the policy that can impact shareholder claims and third-party claims. For example, anyone on a cruise ship who was quarantined, there may be coverage under that company, the cruise line's insurance. And so hopefully anyone in that situation has their information on who the cruise line is, what the situation was, what the dates were, and can follow up in that fashion. Shareholders, if you own shares of stock in a company that is suffering a loss as a result of a governmental action, there may be claims that are filed that relate to that, and those may be covered by insurance for the company involved. So there are different avenues. One thing to be sure of, anytime there might be any type of an insurance issue, the time frame for filing and making claims is really important. So the sooner the better. And you might want to check if you haven't heard from your employer, and it might be because they're uncertain as far as any type of a closure. But in your area has been shut down, they've announced that it's for a certain period of time, go ahead and give notice of any applicable claims if you have not already been notified about continuation of wages and benefits. I just want to give you a little bit of comfort if any of these situations might apply to you. So if this was helpful, give me a thumbs up, leave any comments or questions below. I hope everybody's hanging in there. Share this with someone who it might benefit. Subscribe to see our other videos. Check out the Big Brass for business issues if you have somebody who's not sure about it, including people who work from home or have home-based businesses. Check that video out. It goes to the employers. And come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.